Brendan, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, Jordan?
Not much. Just me and you and sad Pat sitting in the corner by himself tonight.
Pat didn't want to play tonight.
No, he's here. I mean, he's here in physical form, but I'm not sure he's mentally here right now.
He's busy. He's working.
As usual.
But he's here. He's supporting us. He's here, but he's working.
Okay, I give him credit for that,
yeah,
I suppose. So.
And, well, you know what? Wait a minute. He brought beer.
I did.
He did bring beer.
I may sit later.
Okay. He said he might join us later. We'll see how that goes. So we do have some special guests on. We actually have 4 guests on tonight. So, Brendan, would you like to introduce our guests?
Absolutely. We have Red Remains with us tonight, the local Fishers band. And, of course, not only is she part of Red Remains, but, of course, Mel Reffey is also the manager of the Great Alleys.
Alley's Alehouse.
That's where we're at. And Melly is Melly is a woman. We just want to make sure we point that out before we start the show.
I have a cold.
She sounds a little rough. You know, and I've been around Mel with microphones a lot, and this is the first time I've ever had to crank her like all the way up to be able to hear her. So just bear with her tonight.
I'm trying.
So you're not recording right now? Is that you're not? This would be a great time to do some like.
I was going to say, what, do you think I don't sound good?
Don't we have a
No,
session
I think it
Saturday?
sounds awesome. I think
This is how I always sound.
It's kind of a sexy, raspy thing going on. You can work with that.
No.
Make it work.
I was
No.
going to go with 50-year-old woman that's smooth.
I tried to be nice about it, man. Come on. Some people are into that raspy voice thing.
So Mel, why don't you introduce the rest of the band? I know we've had a few of them on.
Okay. Let's see, where to start? Which one of you do I like best?
Probably not me after that comment.
Yeah, probably not. So we're going to start with our drummer. This is Shawn Walters.
Hello. What's up, Shawn?
Our bass player, Mr. Matt Burch.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, and that guy. Mike Schroll, our guitar player.
What's that?
So you did land the Birch because I think we were here when there were phone calls being made to Matt Burch.
Is Matt Burch related to the Chris Burch?
Yeah, I'm his brother.
Okay.
He was here and they were
The
texting
Chris
him saying,
Birch.
"Hey, call Matters." I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've had the brother on the show a few times, so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mike tormented him. How many practices did you make him wait? How many was it?
I had to rehearse with you guys for about 2 months before there was an official decision, and I was about to the point where I was about to tell you it's time.
Yeah, the funny thing is we never told him this, that we wasn't really auditioning anyone else.
They kept me sweating like, oh, we're just still looking around. I'm like, there was a point where I realized though that I was just coming to every rehearsal every week, and I'm like, they don't have time to try anybody else out. So.
Well, I think that we had decided
Yeah.
that we wanted you, and then we just kind of forgot to tell you. They were like, oh, yeah, we'll keep him.
Well, Mike said about 2 practices before that, yeah, Matt's the guy. And like finally I'm like, you want to tell him?
So we just gelled with the band.
His
Right?
his
Yeah,
his beard was not long enough.
We had to give it 2 months to let it grow a little bit more.
You're just jealous.
Yes.
So tell us about Red Remains. What kind of music you guys playing?
You know, that's a good question.
Are you still searching? Are you still trying to find
Not
your
really.
sound, or
Well, the weird thing is, if you asked us a couple of months ago, I would have said one thing. But man, our last few songs we've been writing, now that Matt's writing with us, it's different.
Yeah.
Definitely different.
I think I would say our sound is music.
yes?
It's whatever hits us. I don't know. Because we have some songs that are kind of pretty and flowy, and some that,
Rip your face off
yeah,
and throw it
rip-
back at you.
pretty
Yeah.
much. It's kind of whatever mood we're in at the time, and whatever you're feeling at that, it's music.
Right.
Let's just call it.
We don't really have standards.
Modern rock. How about
Yeah,
that?
there you go.
There you go.
Modern rock.
It's Red Remains
Yeah.
rock.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
She's trying to coin them.
So is there's nothing that you can kind of tie to, nothing influential that kind of brought you to your sound? It's just kind of a collaboration of all of you together?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was going to say, I think it's kind of like a stew. There's a bunch
Yeah.
of different ingredients. We all have very different musical backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it just depends on the song, who did most of the writing, who pushed it in what direction. Because I know I have a tendency to push the more aggressive songs when I come in with an idea.
Occasionally.
So, like, it really just depends. But it's a different blend of those same ingredients on every song. It's
Right.
just what consistency the outcome is always different.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell the difference between our older songs and our newer songs, and songs that may have had more pieces before Matt was in the band. But yeah, he's been a huge influence on the band, so it's good stuff.
Yep.
But you all enjoy playing everything, so it's not like, oh man, I hate when they do the soft stuff, or I hate, you guys are all pretty much, you're all into it. You guys are, like to do the different music, and
you have to be. It's your song.
Yeah.
right. I'm saying if okay, Shawn, I want the hard stuff. When they do that soft stuff, man, okay, I'll get through it, but kind of sucks. But I mean,
boring for the drummer songs.
Yeah.
It's just
but at the same
we've got our
time-
songs personal favorites. We've got our personal favorites.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think we all can appreciate the music as a whole. So if there's a song that he's not playing a whole lot on, he gets to actually listen to it, and you can still appreciate the music that
Yeah,
we've written.
that's true. You can get off, get a beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's definitely nice to have the lower energy song after the high energy song, so
Yeah.
my arm doesn't cramp up or my leg.
Or your leg.
Wait a minute. You play bass with your leg?
I use a lot of effects pedals.
we did have a song, its working title was called Leg Cramp.
Really?
Because he got a leg cramp playing it.
The essence of the driving line in the song is I'm turning on and off my distortion pedal to make it sound like a synthesizer in rhythm with what I'm playing, and it's just really it gets rough sometimes because we've also increased the tempo of that song over time, so now it's getting ridiculous.
So there's probably not going to be like the live 20-minute versions of that one.
No, it's about 3.5 minutes now, and I don't know I could do much more than that.
Oh, no. I was getting ready to dog you because it used to be 3.5 minutes, and he plays 3 measures now, maybe?
No, it's intermittent throughout the whole song.
No,
now.
I actually do the effect every verse.
Yeah,
so
3 measures.
And I added the pitch shifting on and off in the bridge now. So,
Yep.
So how is that the collaboration? Do you guys bring songs separately? Do you guys do stuff together to work on music at all, or?
Well, last few songs have been at band practice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a mixture though. Like I may have like a riff or two, or he's had something that he's worked on. It's just like one bass line or 2 bass lines, 2 pieces, and then we just start playing around with it, see what we come up with.
I would think the more you guys play together, the more that stuff would happen as you're practicing.
Yeah.
And
The cool thing is the amount of honesty, I would say, between me and Matt. I mean,
There's a
maybe
lot
too
of
much
that.
sometimes.
yeah, Matt will flat out tell me, is like, I don't like that. So, and
I'm
it
not
works.
feeling
That
it.
thing you're doing, don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have a show coming up here pretty soon, correct?
January 21st.
January 21st. Now, is this an all-ages show?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. And when we say here, just a reminder, we're at Alley's Alehouse, so that's where... Is this the first time you guys have played in public together, or...
Yeah.
So this is your very first show.
This will be our
Awesome.
first show right here.
So we need to get some people out here to support it and
You do.
get the crowd going.
Yeah,
And
because it's also my father's 60th birthday that
Oh,
night.
wow.
We're having a surprise party for him.
very
Oh,
nice.
that's-
Hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, way to
Oh,
announce
are
it
you kidding me? He
publicly.
doesn't even get on Facebook. There's a Facebook invite, and he hasn't seen it. He will know. He won't know.
So it sounds like I'm going to be in a mosh pit, headbanging with all the hair I have, and then I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to be slow dancing. Is that kind of how the flow's going to go?
Not quite slow dancing, but maybe a cute little
Maybe a little sway.
sway with the
Okay.
snap.
is that an X Rose way? I think.
we definitely did take in consideration our slow songs with the set list, so there's
Yeah.
kind of a dip. Like it starts off.
We tear your
high
face
energy.
off, and then we glue it back
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
And then we tear it off again.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Sounds good, though. Sometimes that's nice, though. A lot of concerts you go to, if it's just heavy the whole time, you tire out the crowd even. So it's nice to have that little bit of a break, a little bit of a lull, something a little different in there mixed in. I think it's good, and it appeases more people in a crowd, too.
Yeah.
Because there's always different people in a crowd, no matter what band it is. They're looking for that certain thing. Some people like a ballad, some people like something hardcore. So, I kind of like that. So I'm looking forward to the 21st when I can come out and see you guys play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a little excited to see how people react to some of our covers. We play a handful of covers. When I say handful, like 3. But
Well, 4
For
now.
this show.
well,
4 at
thi-
this
for
show.
This show.
We
Yeah.
we learned my father's favorite songs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
we're
yeah.
throwing in a 4th for.
Speaking of songs that you don't want to play,
That's his go get on your song.
I tried to sit out, but then I got forced to go back and play. So
Let's just say it's a Willie Nelson tune.
No,
But-
and actually, since we've put all the pieces together,
Yeah.
it actually is pretty cool.
I mean, we
yeah.
obviously we rewrote it a little bit, but it's one of those Sean's like, all right, I'm gonna go get a beer while you guys play this one.
I think I'm most excited about playing the Adele tune, though, as far as covers go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
we
good
we
one.
basically took something that had zero guitar and drums and band in it, and then we turned it into a rock song.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
That's the way to do
I'm
it.
interested to see how people react to that whenever they
Yeah.
hear it.
I think some people, it'll be one way or the other. People will be, oh, that's freaking awesome. Or
Right.
people will be like, well, that's just awkward.
No, it'll be good because I told you that I heard it on the radio a couple of months ago, and I'm listening to the Adele song, and I'm like, gets up to the point where we have like a massive build up and everything else like that, and I'm like, oh, it sucks. The original version sucks now, even though it's Adele, you know. So, yeah, it got to that, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
So your covers, are those ranging? Is that what's your? It sounds like you're got a pretty good range of your
Yeah.
covers in too.
Well, the covers are nothing, honestly, in their original form, are nothing like the rest of our songs. We just
No.
changed them to match our style. We're doing a Bon Jovi tune. We're doing the Adele tune. We're doing
Hailstorm.
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 And then the Willie Nelson song.
So we have wide range.
The
of
Hailstorm is the
different-
closest to
different
our
stuff.
sound out of all those.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, but even that we changed it.
Yeah, a little bit.
We kind of in our own. I think we've always done that with any cover we've done. We want to make it our own, and
Yeah.
we keep it. You can
Yeah.
tell what it is when we're playing it, but there's a lot of us in the song.
Right.
We don't just strictly cover the song. So
Yeah,
Those are always boring when people do that.
Yeah, well,
It's-
and I think a lot of that's just left over from, especially. I know me and Sean. We've been in a couple of bands together, and our thought process has always been the same. You know, we're an original band. That's what we're about. So if we're going to spend time doing a cover, we're going to do it in a way that is us and not a replication of what the other band did. Because if you want to listen to that, you can just go pop in the CD and
Yeah.
listen to it because they're going to do it better.
Yeah.
So
Right.
true.
Yeah.
So are you picking? When you pick covers, are you thinking of the audience, or you guys picking covers that you guys just want to do?
it's a mixture, I think.
I mean,
I may.
So oddly enough,
or both. I mean, there's,
not a bad
Hailstorm.
thing.
No, Hailstorm was hers.
Yeah.
She really wanted to do that song.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, she wanted to do
Bon Jovi, it's my favorite song of all time, and
yeah.
I've always wanted to cover it.
And Willie
so it was
Nelson.
like
Wait, I think we figured out who picks our covers.
Dan picked that.
Well, hold on a second though. The Adele song was my idea.
Yeah, the Adele was
because it was a popular song, and I listened to it, and I was like, this is a really nice song, but I heard like a lot of potential for dynamics in it, so I thought it would be fun to do. You know, it'd be one of those songs where we could have fun doing it, but then also someone in the audience would hear it and be like, holy crap, that's Adele. And but then we play completely different, you know, for that shock value. I don't know.
yeah.
So
It's a gimmick.
if there's is there anywhere out there on the net that anybody can listen to anything you guys got going on right now? I know on Facebook we shared out some stuff. You're doing some acoustic stuff, but is there anywhere right now that anybody can come listen to you guys?
Our Facebook page.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think right now we're still working on.
We got a YouTube. We just don't have a lot on it.
Yeah.
And we've got a website. We just don't have a lot on it. So
That's fine. I'm just trying to help you guys
Well,
get,
no,
get,
that's
the,
fine.
We're
get the information
finishing-
out there. So
And we're
Yeah.
currently working on finishing up a 3-song demo EP thing.
Yeah.
could be up to 5. Right now.
Yeah, up to
Yeah.
5. We have 5 started, I think. But
Yeah.
Just waiting on.
Hopefully,
verbals.
we may have those 3 done for the show. So we may be kind of rolling those in a T-shirt, 3-song package. So
We'll
stuff
see.
like that.
is your Facebook and your YouTube page, is that all Red Remains? Is that how they find it?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Facebook.com/.
And we
Red
actually,
Remain.
we actually have a song on there called "Histrionic Empathy" that we actually even released. We got some radio station in
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati to
Rock
to-
96,
Oh,
I
nice.
believe.
Yeah.
to play it.
Yeah, we actually won a little contest with that radio
really?
station and had our song played every day for a week
Oh,
on
nice.
the radio. So that was in August, September?
Yeah, something like that.
August or September.
August.
Yeah, they played it every night for a week
Nice.
on the radio. So that was, I mean, at least for me, it was like when we found out they were going to play it, I'm running around the house looking at my husband going, oh my God, I'm going to be on the radio. I'm going to be on the radio.
Well, the weirdest thing was they told us like the day of.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was
by
the
the
morning
way,
of.
Yeah.
we're gonna play your song all week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no shit! No warning. Just we're starting
Yeah,
today.
it was that morning
You
I got
guys
an
went-
email. They're like, yeah, starting tonight. We're like, oh, okay. But
I guess I'll listen.
yeah,
So what was that like hearing yourself on the radio, Mel?
it was weird.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was really cool,
Makes
but
your
it
hair
was,
stand
it
up
was
on
a
your
little weird.
arms and the back of your neck and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was the contest?
It's called homegrown. Basically, you submit their song, and they review it, and then
original song, and that's cool. Yeah.
Every week they pick a new
really?
a new song,
That's
and
cool.
so they do a lot of local artists to get them
that's
airtime
cool.
and
Yeah.
a little more exposure.
Yeah, they pick from the tri-state area, and the cool thing is it's like it's not like is it okay to bash other radio stations?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's not like X103 with their stupid locals only show that they have here that plays garbage all the time. Because what happens is you listen to it and you're like, this sucks, and I'm gonna listen to Spotify for the next 2 hours, and then you hear nothing because it's horrible music and you just don't want to hear it. This, they play one song at their drive time, and that's it. Then they get back to regular music. So even if you're a person listening to the music, you're like, I don't like this song. Well, just sit tight, make it through this song, and you're going to get back to regular music. So I feel like you'd have more of a captive audience that way.
Yeah.
And I think for local music, I think it's really hard to hear stuff on the like that in that format. I think local music really needs to get people on the 21st to come out and see you guys play. That's the way to see local music.
Oh, absolutely.
And they get involved and hear it live and to see what the band's about. You don't get that same effect listening to something like that on the radio.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands you would never, if you heard it one time
And something that especially that I've noticed after writing music and feeling the energy that you feel singing it while you're on stage is when you go out and see live, especially local music, it's so much different than listening to it on the radio. You get such a different feeling, and it sounds different.
It does sound different.
And there's just a lot more feeling, I guess, to it.
Well, you can feel the energy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can
get
feel the
stuff
energy.
on like the Facebook posts where people put their stuff on. It's like, all right, kind of sounds cool, but it's especially if you're listening to it at work or something, you got your computer speakers on, and it sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, these guys are they're okay, but then you see them live, you run into them live somewhere, like, holy shit, these guys are awesome.
Yeah.
So you gotta get out and support local music.
Yeah.
Any way you can, but you gotta get out and see them live.
I was going to say, we do have, Indy in Tune in town as well.
Yeah.
And he plays all local music all the time.
Yeah.
Well, and local internet radio shows. Thank you, Darren.
What's up, Darren?
But he, that's a good outlet too, and I think people tune to that. But you're right, seeing something live is completely different. And that goes for local bands or even national acts. There's some national acts that sound great on the radio, or you're kind of, whatever. But then you go to their concert, you're like, holy shit, live, these guys are amazing. Or it can go the other way, too, if they're all studio tracking it.
Right.
You go to the concert, you're
yeah.
like, ooh, damn, these guys.
They can't
no.
Something's missing.
Yeah, something's not right here.
Yeah, I know exactly
Luckily,
what
most of
you're
those
talking
bands don't stick around too long.
They don't usually,
No.
but that. Sometimes you're like, how did they become a national band? I don't get it. They must have lucked out somewhere.
Yeah.
They spend all their time in the studio and
Yeah.
playing live music.
So we gained a few likes off that. We had a couple,
I would think,
couple
yeah.
people
Off
out
that
of
radio,
Cincinnati and Kentucky and stuff like that sending us messages. But the coolest thing to me was our old bass player drives truck now, was actually driving through Cincinnati and heard it.
Yeah.
And he sends us a message, hey, I heard you guys on the radio tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he was
that's
excited
cool.
too. Yeah, I had a couple of people because I was born in Cincinnati, so I still have family and friends in that area, and had a couple of people were like, "Oh, was that you? Like, is that your band that was playing on the radio?" And so a couple of people that knew about it who had already liked the band or something, but they heard it, and it was just cool to be able to have people approach you and be like, "Hey, I heard your stuff on the radio."
Right.
Like you never thought I'd hear that. Just saying.
But that is the goal, right? I mean, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what
Spread
you
our
wanna be in.
music.
Yeah.
We want people to hear it.
So just so you guys know, we are a craft beer, craft spirits,
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
booze.
local music
Booze.
type of show. We do it all. Anything local, that's kind of what we promote. So in front of you guys, there is a beer sample because this is what we do on our show as well. We
wanna
get
smell
you
it?
guys on and help get the word out there about you, but
Smell
we
it.
also have to sample beer because it's who we are.
It's
Which one
horrible,
is
I know.
this?
So this is actually the Scarlet Lane. It's apparently it's the Dorian that I haven't had yet, a chocolate vanilla
Chocolate
Dorian.
vanilla. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I haven't had
You're
this one
welcome.
yet, but yes, thank you, Mel. I won't say thank you till I try it, but it's good.
I'm a big fan. It's got a little bit of coffee to
I
it.
was gonna say, I think there's a lot of. I'm getting a lot
I
of
taste
coffee.
and a little bit. I don't taste any vanilla whatsoever in it. I taste
get a-
chocolate and coffee.
I get
I'm getting a little bit of vanilla.
a little start to vanilla, but then I get that chalky
It's got
cocoa,
the bitter
and,
dark chocolate coffee taste.
and the
to it.
coffee.
I can smell the vanilla more than I can taste it.
It's
Yeah.
very, very good. But yeah, I
I
think
can't smell anything.
I think the vanilla got hidden by the chocolate and the coffee in it.
But
Still
no,
good,
that's
though.
right. I get that vanilla up front because you hit that aroma hits you with that vanilla, and then It goes into that chocolate and cocoa.
But it is another good durian. There's only one durian.
Yeah, it's very good.
There's only one out of the durian series I don't like, and that's the coconut. But that's a personal thing because I
And that's the
absolutely
biggest one?
I despise coconut. But
Did you ever had their? They had a cranberry espresso
Yeah,
a
I
couple
had
years
it.
ago. Oh,
it was good. It was great.
it was so good.
Literally, the coconut's the only one I can't drink. And it's just because I hate coconut.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd probably be delicious.
Anything you need tools to eat, we were not intended to eat.
I would agree with that. I don't.
Yeah.
There's something about the smell of coconut and the taste of it. I feel like it's suntan lotion, and I think
Yeah.
that's just ingrained in my head. So when I taste it, I taste suntan lotion, and I can't do it.
I was just going to make a comment about how cool is it to have a singer that really knows her beer.
Absolutely,
You know.
she does.
I do know my beer. I kind of have to.
There's a reason why this is our
I
second
run an
home.
alehouse.
Right. Yeah.
So we come in here, we know we're going to have good beer on tap. Our listeners know there's good beer on tap here. So that's why we're here. That's
And
one of
it's
the
always
reasons we're
changing.
here. And Mel does an awesome job. She keeps a lot of stouts and porters on tap here, which we are very, very thankful for.
Yeah.
That
We
and
have-
our lait maison.
Yes.
Also another one by
Just for
Taxman.
you.
It's phenomenal.
Well, and I'm not going to take all the credit. Ben, who's actually bartending tonight, does a lot of our beer ordering, and I essentially get final say. But I mean, he's the one who's bringing a lot of the new beers to me and says, "Hey, I really think we should put this on tap." There's been a couple of times where he's like, "I know the Blind Pigs would love this. We need to get this." Multiple times he's said that. So gotta throw Ben. He knows his beer very well, and he knows what we can sell and what we can't. Mm-hmm. And so he knows what you guys will probably like. So
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He does a good job.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and it is the porter stout season, which is awesome
yes.
for us.
Yes.
So most of us are dark beer drinkers, I think, except for Cowboy. He's kind of both, but
Yeah, you don't care.
all the rest of us are mostly dark beer drinkers. And Pat over there's a sour drinker. Yes, but it's not really his season right now. So what else do you guys want the listeners to?
Don't make me take your drumstick away. Your one drumstick that you got,
Oh yeah, I have a drumstick, guys.
and she gets to play too. So
I get to play a cymbal, one cymbal.
On one side.
One symbol, one time.
Yes, and my drumstick is red.
Nice.
It's reminiscent of that Saturday Night Live skit with Blue Oyster Cult where Will Ferrell's playing the cowbell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that.
That is awesome though.
Dude, we should actually take that symbol and just put it on a stick so you can just stand there like.
Let's just give her a cowbell, problem solved.
No, I want to play the
Hey,
cymbal.
that's a good idea. We could do that. I've got a stand. We could just put her own little symbol right in the middle of the stage. So you could.
No, I want to come over just in case you piss me off, so I can whack you over the head with it too.
All right. Okay.
So
So these shows get violent.
I mean, they can.
I know. I was like, wow.
We have fun.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of fun.
I honestly want to say out of the dozens of bands I've been in my life, this band has the least conflict. Where, like Mike said earlier, there's a high level of honesty, but there's also a high level of
Respect.
accepting
Yeah.
that honesty.
Yeah.
So
And also a high level of fake violence.
Yes. Yes.
That was a lot with. Here's what we were auditioning other guitar players for a while, and here's the best way. This is the way I describe it. If you guys don't agree. Either they could really play and we could not stand them,
Yeah.
or we really liked them and they couldn't play.
Yeah. That was really
So-
the issue with all of them.
And
So
then-
we decided to stay a four-piece because a lot of it, bringing Matt in, is we want somebody that, like we were saying earlier, we can get along with, and we don't have any drama and everything else like that.
It's hard
So-
to find people to gel, not just gel together, but also have that common interest in the music, and especially when you guys are doing so much, diverse music. You guys are still finding yourselves as a band. That's why
I think you always
That's why you're
are.
venturing out. Yeah, I would think you would always. I mean, hopefully you always are. If you ever get stuck into one, I think you're done.
that's a rut
You
at
know.
that point.
Yeah.
Right. There's no point going on. But I mean, I think at some point, they get at least a character to themselves. But you guys are young and still find yourself. So I mean, that's fine to sound. But you're accepting of each other and each other's views, which is cool. And that's hard to find very hard to find in a band.
Yeah.
You want some amount of dysfunctionalness though, because that's what adds some interest to any group.
We are
Because
highly
you
dysfunctional.
don't. Everybody can't be the same person, or things aren't
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
Like even in our own group, there's 5 of us. We're very, very, very different individuals, and we're very dysfunctional, especially off the air. Sometimes you wouldn't even realize that we were a group together, but we pull it together and we do the show. And bands are like that too. I know there's some dysfunctionalness offset, but when you guys get on stage, you become one cohesive group, and you guys just roll with it, and that's what makes a great band too.
Well, especially musically, it'd be boring if everybody was just in the jazz.
Right. And
there's nothing to bring to the table.
I think that's our biggest strength is the diverse backgrounds.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it is extremely diverse,
Yeah.
I think, among all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys were all Dave Matthews fans, we would all hate life.
Ugh. Yes, we would.
I know, because I hate.
I don't
things
know
with
if
a
I could.
passion.
I don't know if I could live with myself if I was a Dave Matthews
No,
fan.
you couldn't. You wouldn't be in this band if you were.
We only have one Dave Matthews fan in our group.
I'm guessing it's the guy with the middle fingers up.
Hey, he does have a very good drummer and a very good bass player, actually.
I'm not knocking the musicianship in that group.
No, it's just
absolutely
him.
not. Yeah,
Just him.
I don't hate
that.
Dave Matthews Band.
I hate
I
Dave
hate Dave
Matthews.
Matthews.
Yes,
fair.
exactly.
Just that annoying voice.
I've said that multiple times. I'm like, I like his music, the sound of the music. I cannot stand
but you know
his
what?
voice.
I try to say, and again, I do. The musicians are incredible, but I'm sorry, that music gets fucking boring after 10 minutes because it's all the same.
Yeah.
I remember hearing a song on the radio. I was like, oh my god, that song's still on. I was like, that's his third one. I'm like, what? It's the same song.
Yeah.
And they all sound the same to me. I don't get
Yeah.
it. And I've heard him do some solo stuff. I think we might have mentioned this before. I think he's done solo stuff that's much, much better when he's not trying to sing like a pansy. But he's got some solo stuff he does that's actually he's a good musician, and the whole group has got damn good musicians in there, but the band is just that boring jam band shit gets so
And
old
he's-
so quick.
he's
You're not
a-
the Dead, knock it off. Just
And he's an
make some
asshole
music.
for putting out 22-minute songs, and the jukebox companies are even bigger assholes for allowing that shit to
Oh,
hit the
jeez.
jukebox.
Yes. Yes.
They should at least charge $20 to play that song.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Space is boring at the Dead show, and no other jam band should be doing that shit. Knock it out with the 20 minutes, boring songs.
Yeah.
Just play some
Tool's
music
allowed to
and-
do it.
What's that?
Tool is allowed to
Oh,
do it.
Yeah, but they're jamming. They're not going
That's good
"Twang" for 20 minutes. They're actually playing music and jamming.
Speaking of Tool, when are we going to cover a Maynard song?
I enjoy some Maynard.
You don't even know who Maynard is.
Yes, I do. Okay, lead singer. What is his first name? No, that is his first name. No, it's not. Tool, and he's also in another song. Not song. I'm sorry. I'm on cold medicine, guys. He's in
Edit this
Tool,
part
and he's
out.
also in. Give me a second. There's another band.
That
A Perfect Circle. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, give me some.
And I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea who he was until I was in a band with you. So.
Me?
No, you. And maybe you. I don't know. I didn't know until I knew you guys.
You probably know a lot of these.
I know who
bands.
Tool was, but I didn't know who Maynard was. I've seen the videos where he's behind that screen
Yeah.
thing, and
Because he doesn't
wanna
like being
be,
on the front of the stage
Yeah.
anymore, yeah.
Don't doubt me.
Don't get any ideas.
Okay, let's change the subject, otherwise
I'm
I'll start
not that
talking about Tool
hideous.
for 20 minutes.
I know who Tool is. He's the person sitting right next to me.
Oh,
Do you hear what he said about you, Pat?
You're sitting next to him.
I'm the only one
Not paying
safe in this
attention.
conversation.
I think we
True.
start passing out cold medicine.
I know.
I have
it's-
some
She's
prescription
having a
stuff
good.
at home.
She's having a good time tonight with that cold medicine.
I know. I'm on a lot of drugs. Legal ones that I have prescriptions for.
No, you guys will notice though, like Mike said earlier, you probably will be able to tell the difference in songs from the old,
Yeah.
the old songs that we kept and the newer ones. So.
Yeah.
Well, we've rewritten a lot of the old songs now. We
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
rewrote out the last practice actually of one of the songs. So,
Yeah.
all the parts in the songs currently are written by current
Yeah.
members of the band. If there are existing old parts, they're from people who are still in the band.
Yeah.
So what's out there right now that's influencing you guys musically?
I am digging on some Royal Blood lately.
Royal Blood.
Yeah, out of Britain. It's a two-piece, bass player and drummer, and the bass player uses effects to make his bass sound like a guitar and a bass at the same time.
Really?
Oh, that's where that came from.
Yes, that is why I came to practice and tried
Royal
to do
Blood.
that.
I'll have to
But
check them out.
no, I'm jamming on them. Queens of the Stone Age, A Perfect Circle, because I'm getting psyched because they announced they're going to do a new album next year. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm jamming on right now. Those three.
All right, don't anybody hate me, but I've really, really, really got into Skillet lately.
Really?
The Christian band.
Yeah.
Skillet's
I have
good.
no idea you're
Yeah.
talking
Skillet's
No
really
hate.
good. Listen
No,
to
their new
good
album
music.
is good.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, very good.
Their album is very good, and then I went back and bought their
Brendan?
previous two albums, and they're also
Is
very
it
good.
is it rock, Christian rock? Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's a couple of songs if you know their Christian band, you get it in the lyrics. But
Otherwise
if you
you wouldn't
didn't know they were, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
You know, it's all.
I didn't know until someone told me, and I'd heard
Yeah.
them multiple times.
I didn't either.
You have, I mean,
I didn't
once
either.
once you know and you sit and listen to it, you're like, oh, okay. But
Logan, my stepson told me that's a Christian band. I'm like, no. I went to Wikipedia them.
There's
Christian band since 2004. I'm like, oh.
That's
Tool,
in-
I couldn't believe Tool was a Christian band the first time I heard it.
Well, Schism's about the falling of the Tower of Babel, right?
something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
You're done.
It really is. No, it really is.
Other than that, I don't know. Don't hate me. I'm a radio rock guy, so I'm into Shinedown and bands like that. So yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Skillet. Like I said, when I went back, I got the album that's out now, and then I went back, got their previous two, and that's what's in the truck right now. So in the CD player. So.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I mean, as far as new music coming out, I mean, I don't know, there's a sound that I like, but I mean, if it's influenced me, it's only in like structure of songs. But like Bishop Briggs, that kind of soulful, not really R&B. It's not pop. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that. But again, not anything that I would actually want to write, but I enjoy it. I don't know, man. So I'm all over the place as far as like what I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Half of what I listen to is what I don't write.
Yeah.
That's why these two are good, because they are all over the place. Because other than Mel with melodies and look at it,
You're so funny.
and stuff like that. I mean, these are the two guys that write the songs. I mean,
Yeah.
I just put a drum beat behind it. You know? So, unfortunately, not to make drummers sound that way, but
But I would probably say the newest band that I've actually gotten into, a significant amount would be like Arctic Monkeys, and they're not even a new band.
Who is that? I
What?
don't even know who that is.
You have to listen to X103
Sounds
to know who
interesting.
they
I
are.
don't listen to the radio,
Yeah.
so.
Ex-Ambassadors is okay, but again, like I bought their album, it was disappointing. Like the two songs that made it on the radio.
But
were
wait a
the only
minute. Was it
decent songs.
was it Arctic Monkeys you went to the concert about 2
Yeah.
years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now tell us the story about the concert. You felt like an old creeper, didn't you? Because everybody was young.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm old. That's right. Thanks for bringing that up.
13, 14-year-old girls at the Arctic Monkey concert.
Fortunately, I went with a woman that was my age, so
Okay.
it was less creepy.
All right.
To you guys, maybe, but not all
Yeah.
the people going,
All
who
right.
was too old?
All right. So ready? Here, drum roll for Mel's.
Oh, jeez. What I'm listening to, okay.
Who was the guy that's country that I almost insulted you by saying he was something else?
Oh, Chris Stapleton.
Yeah. There you go.
She's
I
really
love Chris Stapleton.
She's really into Meshuggah
You can just go to hell.
and Cannibal Corpse.
I've been digging
Cannibal
on
Corpse.
Eminem. That's
I love
that's,
Eminem.
That's no joke.
The other thing is I've recently, because I've been a little stressed out because it's our busy season at work and stuff, I listen to a lot of opera. I mean, I listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra, a little bit more easy. But then there's also, I have a Godsmack station on my Pandora. There's a Metallica station.
All right.
There's country. I mean, I have a Hank Senior station. There's just everything.
So-
It just
Right.
depends on what mood I'm in and what.
So tell the listening audience why you have a Godsmack station.
Oh, jeez.
Is it
Because
of
I
rehearsal?
was forced and drug me and my husband to go to a Godsmack concert.
But you liked it.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And so did my husband, who thought that he was not going to like it. Now he has a Godsmack station.
There you go. Yeah.
So,
Good things happen.
yes.
Don't hate on Godsmack. That was my first concert ever. Was a Godsmack concert.
Yeah.
It was Papa Roach, Godsmack,
Oh, jeez.
God.
and two other bands I didn't care about. But those were the two reasons I was there. It was an awesome experience.
Yeah. Godsmack definitely puts on a good show.
Yes,
Whether
they do.
you like their music or not, they put on a
It's
good
entertaining.
All right. Well, this is the time in the show where we're going to take a quick break so everybody can get a beer, take a leak, take
Yes.
smoke, do what they need to do, and we'll come right back here in just a few minutes.
What's the best way to make it through a long work week? Take a midweek break and join the fun every Wednesday night at Alley's Alehouse in Fishers for Nico's Open Stage. Want to share your talent in front of a live audience? Whether it's breaking in some new material or jamming out to some favorites, Nico's Open Stage is the place to go for it. There's never a cover charge, and walk-ins are always welcome. Each week brings a featured artist and drink specials from Jack Daniels. Check out Nico's Open Stage on Facebook for more details. And come join the fun every Wednesday night at Alley's Alehouse, home of the boys of Blind Pig Confessions.
Hi, this is Mel from Alley's Alehouse. Come check us out for the best local and craft beer selection in Hamilton County and the most amazing craft food on the north side. We've always got something going on, whether it be poker, euchre, live music, or DJ bingo. You can check us out on Facebook or on our website, bowlatpinheads.com.
This is Jerry with Beer Brewery. You're listening to that great show, The Blind Pig Confessions.
All right, so we took a quick break, as we usually do, so we can get some sponsors and stuff added in there. You might even hear Mel's voice, a different Mel's voice there.
Yeah, it's going to sound a little bit different.
It will.
Oh,
that way you can hear her, what she
For the
actually supposed to
ads.
sound like, and then hear her on the show.
Where I don't sound so much like a man.
We can come out on January 21st and hear what she really, really sounds like.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, I think I have an ad or two for Alley's.
You have an Alley's ad, you have a Blind Pig ad.
Yeah.
And there's a great one, but I won't put it on a couple of them. I put it on the Ralph Federson one because we got so carried away, but the one where you're like
every fucking Tuesday?
Yeah, that one's
Oh, yeah.
that one's fucking great.
Yeah. You were supposed to completely delete that.
Oh,
weren't
no.
you?
That's a great one.
Jesus.
But I only put it on the ones we get carried away in.
Yeah. Mel says you can see the Blind Pig Confessions at Alley's Alehouse every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. They were supposed to
Really?
delete it.
It's
It
us.
was I messed up on it, and so we re-recorded that little bit, and they were supposed to delete it.
Don't let her fool you. She curses like a sailor.
I do curse like a
She
sailor,
does,
but not
but-
on.
Not on the promos.
But
No.
she does not on stage.
No,
she
I-
has never cussed on. Well, you said ass. I think.
I think I said ass once.
Yeah.
I don't cuss in my
No,
music.
you did-
I refuse.
yeah.
I feel awkward. I don't know why.
You did drop the F-bomb once.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
That's right.
I remember that.
Once.
But yeah, never in a song.
No, never in any of my
And
lyrics.
we all went like this.
What just happened?
and I can respect that.
Were you
Yeah.
cursing at the crowd?
It was not at the crowd.
Oh,
Like, it
okay.
wasn't malicious or anything.
Come on, you
No,
motherfuckers.
actually,
No.
you were plugging the next
I was
band.
plugging the next band, and I think
Yeah.
I said something like,
It
they're,
was,
they're fucking awesome or something like that.
That's exactly what you said. It was Among the Compromise. I
Yeah,
remember. It
yeah.
was the-
Oh, and they are pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
they are.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they're a damn
I
good
en-
band.
I
love
enjoy them immensely.
So speaking of other bands, I didn't realize you guys actually have an opening band or another band playing with you guys on that ticket on the 21st from South Bend.
South Bend area, I think.
Area, yeah. I think they're from different places.
Oh, okay.
But up north.
Northern Indiana.
Northern Indiana.
Yeah. We actually kind of let them pick, since they're coming from such a long way, like which slot they wanted. Since so they're actually going to go on after us.
Okay. Yeah, there's
yeah.
really no opening band. It's just two bands playing. You got two
Yeah.
good bands coming to go to see that.
Yeah, we're just sharing the set
right.
time.
You're right.
Yeah, so it's Seldom Told is the band. They
Okay.
they got a lot of cool
Very,
stuff going on.
very good band.
They actually just released a new music video that you can catch on Facebook as well. It's really good. They were telling me the story. They ran into some. There was just some students. They were doing some video production. They offered to do a video for them. They did an amazing job.
Oh, really?
We need to get them.
But yeah, so yeah, they're going to be there. Other cool thing is it's a female-fronted band, just like
Yeah,
us.
so it'll be a
yeah,
female-fronted rock night.
It is. And
Now, was
we
that
have-
on purpose? How did that all happen? Was that
Not necessarily.
Well, so I know the guitar player. He used to live
okay.
here in Indy, and we've been friends for a while, and we've always talked about doing a show together. We tried to put together something once before, and it kind of fell apart. So we had another opportunity. We needed another band to help fill the time, and yeah, so they're going to be here. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Don't they have a show in Lafayette the night before that too?
They're trying. They're trying to get one scheduled, and they're going to get us on board. So we're going to play. Hopefully, we'll do
warm
something.
up Friday night.
Yeah.
Holy, that's not a quick jump from here to Lafayette.
No.
No.
It's not. And I hope Jack doesn't hear this. I haven't told him that I'm going to need a Friday and a Saturday off. I haven't told him that yet.
Well, we don't know for sure yet. So
Well, there's a possibility that I'm going to need a Friday and Saturday
Five
off.
days before, Jack, I need Friday too.
Well, I make the schedule. It's fine.
There you go.
Two people mentioned this earlier, and I wanted to ask about. Somebody said Spotify, then somebody said Pandora, and it's so funny. People are kind of predatory about these sites. Why one or the other?
So for me, Spotify, I mean, I pay the $10 a month, and I get to listen to what I want to when I want to. I don't like have it choose for me what I want to listen to. I mean, if I want to listen to Hero of the Day from Metallica, I can choose that song and listen to it. I can listen to that entire album, or I can save it and put it in a playlist and listen to my music. But it also has radio stations like Pandora, so if I want to be introduced to new music, then I also have that option as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Google Play.
And
But
kind of the
Pandora has
opposite.
PlayStation. I mean, they have playlists and everything. You can make your own playlist, right?
They do
It's
now.
just funny
They
because I hear
just
so many people
recently.
are like, there's either dead against one or the other. It's kind of funny.
I have no. I have a Spotify account.
No.
I prefer Pandora just because it's the opposite. I like to just pick a type of either.
I do too because I get into wormholes.
Yeah.
and I'll do Pandora and YouTube, and I'll start getting these big wormholes, drinking whiskey at night. And it's fun, but
So
you find music that just holy crap.
Yeah,
this is around.
there's been
it's just so cool.
like Chris Stapleton. I didn't know who he was until he
Yeah,
came
well,
up
you
on one
should've
of my
skipped that
Pandora
one, but-
station. Okay, you can shut up.
So, yeah, I mean, now, hands down, if you want to be introduced to new music, I always say Pandora, because, like, how it chooses the songs that it's going to play is way more creative. It actually, like, they actually classify the song based off of, like, the actual, what am I trying to say? Like the tonal value of the song.
Yeah.
So like if you like this song, it isn't necessarily this is a hard rock song, so maybe you'll like Godsmack as well.
Yeah.
But it actually looks at it as like Tool is more of a progressive heavy song, so maybe it'll recommend Dream Theater instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, something that that's relative to what you're listening to. And that's, I think, one of the big things with Pandora that Spotify doesn't do. It's just like, okay, you like hard rock, so here's a hard rock song. And then you end up having to listen to Nickelback on your radio
Hey,
station.
I kind of like Nickelback.
No, you don't. You're not allowed
Well,
to
it
admit
makes
that
sense with the
publicly.
Chris Stapleton, Nickelback. No, it's starting to. I'm starting to get it.
Don't make me punch you.
I would listen to Nickelback
I like them too.
all
know.
day, every day over anything Dave Matthews. I'll
That's
throw
true.
that out there.
That's true.
Any day.
That's a fair
So
statement.
one thing I will definitely say about Nickelback is they have amazing tone. Like their tone is good.
It's like
this-
saying I set you
this-
up with a girl with a nice personality.
Pretty much.
Here's why Nickelback, not to give them any
You're
more
right.
props than we need to, why
Hang
they
on,
make
Are
it.
we really talking about Nickelback?
We
on
are.
this?
So sit there and eat your freaking
yeah,
pretzel and shut up.
Okay.
They write rock songs that are country songs because the lyrics people relate
Yeah.
to, and that's why people like
Exactly.
Nickelback.
Well, and I like
their
country.
music's
Maybe
not
that's
that
why I
good,
like
but
them.
their lyrics, it's a country song
Yeah.
with rock music is what it is.
Yeah.
So
I can tolerate them. I wouldn't say I love them or anything, but I can tolerate it. If it comes on the jukebox, I'm not going to, like, be pissed. But it's
I would
fine.
s-
It doesn't bother me.
I would say the only thing that irritates me about Nickelback is you listen to their first album and how different it is. Like, I would almost say that their drummer, like, had a stroke between the first and second album and went retarded and, like, forgot how to play drums and had to relearn. Because, like,
Could you be less
You're such an
PC right
ass.
well, their third album they got a new drummer, so maybe that's what
Maybe
you're
he
referring
did
to.
have a stroke.
there we go.
That's probably what you're referring to.
No,
I'm
like-
gonna look this up because if he had a stroke, you're gonna feel so fucking horrible.
Yes,
about
he
yourself.
is.
No, he was a childhood friend and they booted him.
I was just going to say, let's do a disclaimer. We have nothing against the mentally challenged on this show, just so you let you know.
We love the mentally challenged. That's
But no, like if you listen to...
why we have Mike in the band.
Thank you. I am. I definitely am challenged in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And putting up with you people is when I'm challenged. But no, like if you listen to like "Breathe" from Nickelback, like that song, like the drums on it are amazing. The guitar work is like something you would never hear them do. But then like after that, they like just totally changed. I mean, they found out what worked. I wouldn't say they sold out because, I mean, it's still in the realm of what they did. But it's like, well, this works. Let's focus on that. Unfortunately, what they focused on is what I wasn't really interested in. So after their first album, I was kind of done with them.
As most were, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like them.
I like them at all.
Don't care.
So you can see where this diversity
Yeah.
of music
Yeah.
comes in here.
So just to piss Mike off, if we pick another cover, pick a Nickelback one.
No.
We could do Creed.
Yeah, or
No, see, I kind of like Creed.
good too.
See,
We're never going to be allowed back on this podcast if we keep talking about this. Let's move on.
I can't give you Creed, Mel. I'm sorry. That one I can't do. Are you leaving us, Pat?
I am.
See,
So
you mentioned
wait,
Creed
wait,
and people just flee.
They mentioned
I
Creed.
think it was the Nickleback conversation.
So what's wrong with Creed? Because they are phenomenal musicians too.
It's the voice thing. I just don't like the voice.
Okay, that's fair enough.
yeah,
so then
that's-
go to Alter Bridge, and do you like his voice? It's the same band with a different singer.
I don't think I've heard him. Be honest, I don't think I've heard him.
Okay,
The voices,
It's the-
they're
it's
a
the
little
same band,
different.
though.
It's Scott Stapp and then Miles Kennedy.
Miles Kennedy is Alter Bridge
Okay.
singer.
Yeah.
And they're both very nasally when they sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the band musically. It's just I just don't the voice. Sometimes there's that singer you just can't
Right.
can't deal with
No,
the voice.
Okay, so I like Creed and Scott Stapp. I can handle, and I like Miles Kennedy, who's the singer for Alter Bridge, which is Creed, the band with a different singer.
Mm-hmm.
My wife likes Creed, cannot stand
Oh,
Alter Bridge
she
because she
hates
hates
Miles
Kennedy. So
She wants to stab him in the eye.
yeah, so I I get it.
I'll give you an example. Guns N' Roses is one of my favorite bands.
Thank you.
I love Axl Rose's voice. Okay, I love it. But there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh shit, I can't stand hearing him sing. It's like nails on a chalk. You know, and
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
that
it.
person.
Yeah, see,
I don't hate him, but he's not one of my favorites.
But I love it. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. I love it.
Horrible live, though. Horrible.
Yeah, I've seen them live. They were not good.
Yeah. Well,
That was a big Soundgarden before they went in that black hole shit before when they were good, and then and that was a huge Rage fan.
You
but
broke Mike.
Those two didn't work together. That was awful. That was ridiculous.
Speaking of Black Hole Sun, I went and saw Peter Frampton this last summer, and he covered Black Hole Sun.
Did he
It
really?
was the most interesting cover I've ever heard in my life.
That's a guy. If you're a Frampton fan, if you're not, you should be because the guy's phenomenal. But he still puts on a killer show. The guy looks like he's happiest son of a bitch alive when he's up there. He just loves what he's doing, and he's good at it. And he's an amazing guitar player. But he has so much energy on the stage. Little tiny little guy, but he is incredible. But his shows are still fun.
He's one of the best.
He's
rock entertainers,
incredible.
Period.
Yeah, it's amazing. Anybody hasn't seen him, it's like, man, you have to get out and see Frampton. He still sounds amazing.
And his shows now are super affordable. So
Yeah. You know, like paying Neil Diamond's coming to town for like $200 a night.
Yeah,
You know, it's like,
right.
Jesus, come on.
Nobody really
man.
want to pay $200 to
A
hear Neil
lot of
Diamond.
50-year-old women will pay that money to go see Neil Diamond for some reason.
a lot of
I don't-
60 and
60,
65
70,
year- yeah.
It's
Women
like,
will.
holy shit. Yeah. Doesn't that piss you off? Some of these bands, especially the bands from the 60s and stuff, that were against supposedly all this stuff are now charging you up the ass to go see them play now. Like, wait a minute.
And I hate to admit it, but I mean, it's been a while ago because she hasn't toured in a long time. But one of the best concerts that I saw, that I paid a lot of money to go see, was Cher.
I love Cher.
She sang good. It was a good show and everything else like that. But same concept, you know, you're paying $140 just go sit all the way across the the arena to see her and everything else like that. So,
It's like Billy Joel and Elton John.
yeah,
Those tickets were
astronomical.
they're like $500 is like the cheap seats.
I would
I
pay
don't-
that to see them.
I'd probably,
Huh?
I'd probably pay that.
I would pay that to see them.
I wouldn't.
See, I wouldn't.
One
think
time
I'd
in my
pay-
life,
I wouldn't
and I'd
pay
never
to
see another
McCartney.
concert again.
I just, I'll
Right.
pay $100 to go see Pink Floyd because there's a huge show involved.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Oh, I love
I
Pink
don't know.
Floyd.
I
Oh
just,
my
I can't
God.
pay that kind of money to go see. And I love Elton John, but I
Yeah.
can't see.
But speaking of that, Red Remains is a free show.
Yes, it is.
You don't have
free.
to pay anything to see Red Remains play on
All
January
ages.
21st. All ages.
Way to bring us back, Mel. Way to bring us back.
You're welcome.
Oh, man. See, you're lucky because I was about to go on a tangent.
I know you are. I could see it in your eyes.
And of course, Alice has music every weekend.
Yes, every weekend. Every Saturday, and then after the first of the year, I believe it is almost every Friday and Saturday. It'll still be every
wow.
Saturday, but we'll also do stuff on Fridays as well.
21st is all we care about right now.
The 21st is the only one you should ever care about.
Well, we do it. We have to support Alley's Alehouse too. So
Well,
I gotta,
So do I.
I gotta let the listeners know that they do have other entertainment as well. The
Yes.
Blind Pigs are here usually at least once or twice a month on Tuesdays.
Yes.
We have poker on Tuesdays. You have
And Mondays.
and Mondays. Okay.
Mondays and Tuesdays.
And you do Indiana Bingo on Fridays.
And Tuesdays starting in January.
How's
DJ Bingo.
DJ Bingo.
okay? What else you got? Because I did pretty damn good for not knowing the whole schedule.
Wednesdays, we have Nico's Open Stage and Free For All Jam. So we have the open mic night.
We sponsor Nico's
Which is
Open
also-
Stage, and he forgot.
Jeez. Which is
Horrible.
all ages. So you
We
can
should
be
probably say
under
that on the
21. And
poster,
if
I'm just saying.
I think we had actually one of our bartenders here at Alley's did it last week at Nico's stage.
Oh, yeah.
Literally brought in a recording, like
yeah.
on the phone, and plugged it into the PA system, and then sang to it. And nobody told me it was happening. I would have been here, and I wasn't here because I was with this guy over here that plays the guitar.
She must have did well because I've seen a whole bunch of posts come up. Holy shit, you guys!
Yeah, I knew she could sing, but I've never. I mean, I've heard her do karaoke and stuff, and then I saw it on the internet, and apparently I watched the video, and she did fabulous.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can just show up with a karaoke recording style and sing, or you can bring your full band.
Yeah.
I know he had a full brass band at one point. I mean, it's anything.
Doesn't he do like a main artist?
Yeah,
Usually
he does a featured artist every week that does the first half hour of the night,
very
and
cool.
then
Nobody
goes
else
to
is doing
full
that,
goes to full open stage. That's Wednesdays, I think 8 or 8:30. Thursdays, every other Thursday we have euchre.
Is beer school over?
Beer school starts again in January. It is over for right now. We do semesters. We do 12-week semesters. Take about a month and a half break, and then go back into beer school.
Is it a master's program or
just bachelor's?
Okay.
Yes.
And I bowl in a league on Wednesdays.
I know you do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's bowling too. You can bowl here.
in an arcade.
We have a bowling alley attached to the bar.
And then on Sundays they have a fantastic craft beer special.
Oh my goodness, yes. All the beer.
What is it? Go ahead.
It's all Indiana brewed pints are $4.50.
Excellent.
$4.50 a pint.
Can't beat that deal.
No, you can't.
It's great how you can see everyone's priorities in the band. Bowling, beer, drinking.
I like booze. I like all the booze.
Well, she knows she's on a beer show, man. Of course she's going to talk booze.
Well, I'm on a beer show at my place of employment.
And
I
you have
to
it all
promote
here, though.
all the things.
They have Busted
But you
Knuckle
have all
here
those
on
here.
tap, which
We
is
do
like
have
my
Busted
favorite.
Knuckle.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
beautiful beer.
But you're also like, we got bowling.
You got bowling, you
But
got
beer.
arcade, you got live music.
I'm the bar manager, not the bowling manager.
Good point.
Exactly.
But this is a one-stop shop for
It is.
entertainment. It really is. You have everything here.
Yeah.
And again, it's all ages. You can bring kids here. They got duck pin bowling and real bowling. That smell those. But you have live music on the weekends. There's so much shit going on the week. Obviously, the summertime, you have the volleyball outside. I mean, this place is really amazing.
That was Mike.
It is, just so you know, everyone knows too, it is non-smoking inside. You cannot smoke inside the building. But you can go outside, away from the doors, and have a cigarette. They don't yell at you and make you feel like a complete shithead.
We have a double-sided fireplace, so there's a fireplace outside that you can smoke next to and not freeze your balls off.
Only in the winter, though, when there's not
Only in the
volleyball.
winter, yes. In the summer, when the patio is open, you may not smoke out
Assuming you have balls, women are allowed to smoke out there too.
there. We have balls; they're just internal.
And I only say that because a lot of people are afraid to go to a non-smoking place because they feel, as a smoker, and you smoke too. There are a lot of times they're like, oh well, you need to go out 350 yards
Yeah, you
out
have
that
to
way,
leave the
out in the
property.
field, and it's not that way here.
No.
If you want to go outside and have a smoke, they don't care.
No,
And
especially
non-smoking inside, but it's a great venue, and that makes it family friendly. That makes it comfortable for everybody, and I think it's a great thing.
we have the new arcade. Have you guys been in there?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been in this. Since they've been down.
Charlie has.
I'll take you through a little tour
Yeah, I
of that
wanna
when
go.
we're done because it's beautiful. We have hanging swings in the new adult lounge, by the way.
Hanging swings.
Really?
Not that kind of swing.
Yeah,
You did air quotes on that.
And not that kind of adult
Holy
lounge.
shit, you got to pay
No,
a
we
few
have-
bucks to get in there?
Yeah. we have a random room that we put some TVs and some tables. We have like the old pinball games and the Pac-Man games and Texas Hold'em games, and there's couches and TVs and stuff, and there's 2 like Adirondack swings hanging from the ceiling.
It's like a man cave away from home.
Pretty much. It's fabulous.
And you have bowling.
Shut up, Sean. If you haven't guessed, Sean is one of the league bowlers here on Wednesday nights, and I don't know, he likes to throw balls at sticks.
There you go.
Very nice.
I got them all. Knocked them all down.
And
All right.
I'm going to go do it again in a minute.
So, real quick in front of us, you guys know how this works. We have a beer in front of us. We're going to review this beer. We're going to talk about this beer. We're going to let our listeners know how this beer is.
What is this beer?
I got to say, though, I'm a little concerned
can't
that
smell anything.
I have 2 Coors Light drinkers reviewing beer, but it's okay. I won't hold it against
I only
them.
drank it because it was in front of me. I
he
switched to the Busted Knuckle now.
Okay, I'll give you props. So we only have 1 Coors Light drinker. Brought Coors
He
Light.
drinks other things. I'll
He
give
brought
him, I'll give
Coors
him
Light
props
to
on that.
He
I'll
brought
drink
Coors
other
Light
things.
to a craft beer show.
He's
I got to give the guy shit. I'm sorry. He did.
You are correct.
He's got to stay hydrated in between the craft
Exactly.
beers.
So that's your water. Okay, I
Yes.
got you.
what it is this is the bowler in him.
Yes, it's the Coors Light. The Coors Light.
So what are we drinking?
Brendan?
This is Urban Chestnuts.
Oh, sorry.
Mel's jumping the
Was
gun.
that an orgasm?
A little bit.
A beer
It
gasm?
was a beer gasm.
It's Urban Chestnut Fantasy something or other.
Fantasy.
It's got beer on my nose.
I was hoping you'd remember the names. I didn't.
Fantasyland.
Fantasyland.
West
I got
Coast
it.
style. No, Midwest Coast style IPA.
Right, I'm not going to lie.
I didn't remember all that shit.
Yeah. I ordered it, so you know.
I thought it smelled like gym socks.
I smell citrus in it.
That's what I was going to say. It smells like a little bit of lemon and like mandarin or something.
Trying to cover up their dirty gym socks.
It does have an odd odor. I don't know if gym socks is what I call it, but it is an odd odor.
It smells like a citrus IPA to me. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to figure
It's
it
got
out.
it's got a little bit more sweet to it than
It's very sweet. I get
It's
some
good.
pineapple
I love
out
it.
of there.
yeah. It's got a lot of citrus.
It's better than it smells.
It's a little better than it smells.
only a little.
Yeah, I'm not.
Am I allowed to
Not an
say that?
IPA fan.
Not a fan of this one. I like.
I was
going to
throw out that's
I'm not a
what
fan of
she
this
said,
one.
but
I don't know what.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that. or not.
My opinion is null and void on this because I can't do IPAs. Like I can drink it if it's what's in front of me, but
I'm not a big IPA fan, but I've had IPAs that are absolutely wonderful. This isn't one that I would order out.
I enjoy it.
It's very, very.
It's not my
it's
favorite of
real
all time.
sweet.
Yeah.
That's
And
exactly.
one thing I don't like is like the sculpin their pineapple. I don't like
That's
that
too
pineapple.
sweet.
It's too sweet.
Sculpin in general is just
Yeah,
very
it is
sweet.
too sweet.
Their
It's-
beers are very good, but
Yeah, they
they're
have
just
some really
their
good
IPAs
stuff.
are very sweet.
But yeah, and this is yeah. And
To me,
Urban
it's-
Chestnut's got
I
some
could have
amazing
one of
stuff,
these.
but
I could have one, and that's
yeah.
about it.
Not a fan of
Yeah,
this
I was
one.
going to say, to me, it's almost like an IPA mixed with something else, something very, very like a cider, because of the sweetness
Almost
in
like
it.
a sour.
Yeah, it's so sweet. It's too sweet for me. I'm not a sweet person either.
is it
I know you're not.
Shandy-esque?
But it's shanty. There we go. Whoever said shanty, that's I get that. It's too sweet for me. I mean, I like the IPA
I like
flavor in it, but the sweetness kills it for me. It's just way
It's
too damn
sweet.
sweet. So Coors Light, what do you think?
And Mike just snorted vodka from his nose.
It was not. It was better than I expected by the smell. Let's put it that way. And I'll agree.
I thought
I'm not an
that's-
IPA at all. So
Obviously, you're drinking Coors Light.
And there goes the vodka out the other nostril.
Just so you guys know, what holds this band together is our ability to mess with Mike.
So what you're saying is this beer was not brewed in the Rockies.
No, not
No, it
with
was
the-
brewed in St.
not-
Louis.
Okay, yeah.
And this is a place
That explains it.
that
St. Louis
you keep
sucks.
hearing about, but
St. Louis sucks.
Yeah, Urban Chestnut.
dick.
it's getting very, very
I've heard a lot
popular.
about Urban Chestnut. This one, it's not horrible. It's drinkable. Now, if somebody's not an IPA person, they might like
Oh,
it because
absolutely.
the sweetness would
Yes,
kind of mask a
that-
little bit of that.
For those
I agree-
ladies
I
that don't
agree
like
with
the
that.
bitter.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
I'm
would-
not one of
that
those.
I can
love
see.
the bitter.
For me, no, but for somebody that doesn't, I can see that. I can see it being
It's
drinkable.
definitely more palatable than a standard IPA.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, and you're not an IPA guy, so I
Right.
can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Same thing.
Yep. For me, it's just too damn sweet. I don't like sweet beer to begin with,
I
so
drank it all.
that's good.
I'm gonna drink it all. It's a beer in front of me. It's my favorite beer.
There's booze.
I think Ron Smith was on the other week, and that's exactly what he said was, "What's your favorite style?" It's like whatever beer I have in my hand at the time. That's
Yeah,
well,
and I
looks
used
like
to.
it's a beer lover. I mean,
I make fun of you as a Coors Light drinker. I was a Miller Lite drinker, as Mel knows, for years and years and years. All I did was
Buy
drink,
the 34-ounce mug.
and I'm talking
Multiple of them.
6, 7, 8 a night, just down, 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 down.
You're welcome. I serve those to you quite often.
You did, and
Those get heavy after a while. And you can carry
Are we into
four of them in a
complaining
hand. Gets a good
she's
arm workout.
insinuating I used to be an alcoholic. Well, I guess
I was a purveyor of
I kinda
alcoholism.
did.
Alcoholics have to admit they have problems.
That's true. But then when I started the craft beer show, then my palate started changing. I got into some of these other flavors and stuff, and I kind of left that macro world behind when I found out how mean and nasty and hateful those macro people are to
Well,
the little guys.
It's when I started working here, I thought all beer tasted like Bud, Coors, and Miller. I hated beer. It was nasty. And then I actually tried good beer.
real beer.
Craft beer, I guess. And I was like, oh, I actually like this stuff.
I would say there are several mass-produced beers that I would still say are
There
good.
are.
I would
There
drink
are.
a Guinness any day of the week.
Absolutely.
I would too, and I almost ordered one, but then I went back to the Scarlet Lane Doring because it's very good beer, and I love Guinness, and I love PBR, and there's some beer, Budweiser we talk about. I don't like Budweiser, but you have to appreciate what they've done for the beer world. I mean, because the innovation's been outrageous. But I mean, it's not that beer is bad, but there's so much other people think beer. When they think beer, think of Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller High Life. But no, that's just a very tiny There's
yeah.
so much you can do with beer, which is
those are between all of those are only 2 different styles of beer,
right?
And there's hundreds of styles of beers.
And I think there's I'm a big whiskey and Scotch guy as well, but you can do even more with beer because all the flavors you can infuse with beer that you can't do. If someone brings me a blueberry whiskey, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts. I mean,
that's sacrilege.
But
Sacrilege.
You can't do that kind of stuff with whiskey and bourbons. Like,
but you can do a blueberry beer.
Right, but
people would drink it.
It's unreal what you can do with a beer when you do it well and do it right. Like I said, I was with you. I hated IPAs. I thought because I just had a couple of IPAs I didn't like, and then went, okay, I'm going to stick to my Guinness and I'm going to drink Guinness, and then start doing the show and going, holy shit, there's some really good IPAs out there. You just have to keep drinking them.
I was down at Chili Water picking up some stuff for a charity event we're doing. And I was talking to the brewer down there, and he had a new IPA. He wanted me to try it, and I tried it, and it was very, very balanced. It was very good. And we got on the conversation of 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, IPAs were very, very different than IPAs are now today.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Because back then, IPAs were kind of this new hip thing, and they were just throwing as many hops into the IPAs as they could just to raise that bitterness unit to the roof. Nowadays, they've realized that's not what they want to do. You want the little bit of hoppiness in there, but you want that malt to kind of, the malt sweetness to kind of balance it out. Then there's the ones like this that are too much, but a good balanced IPA is sweet, but it's still got a lot of hops in it as well. There's so many cameras in the air right now. It's very, very odd.
Mel and I decided to take a fucking photo shot at the same time. So
and I almost took a picture of you taking a picture.
Which would have been kind of cool. So, Red Remains, what else do you guys have? Because we're going to run out of time here probably in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, I would like to mention, we mentioned before that we're working on recording a couple of songs. We've already got one song out. You can catch it on our Facebook page and on YouTube, Surrounding Empathy. And we're getting ready to release another one as soon as we are sent.
Which one are we releasing next?
Hamilton.
Okay. When are we doing Bloodshot?
Oh yeah.
I have time booked.
Okay.
And I'm
next week
trying to make the time.
Where
work.
are you guys recording?
We are recording at it's a
Fallout
Productions. What she said.
Fallout Productions.
Yeah. So the guy who's recording this is Tim. He's actually with the band after the Fallout. They're a heavy band.
They're very
They're
genty.
Yeah.
They're
not full on gent, but
yeah, like I don't want to say like hardcore because
there's some growling and screaming involved.
But yeah, it's like more of a
good musicians.
Very amazing musicians.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
every single one of them. And working with Tim is great because he's got a lot of good ideas. He's definitely not like siloed in the type of music that he plays.
Yeah.
He's like me in the respect that he appreciates a lot of different types of music. Although this is what he does, he also likes other stuff. We've been talking about doing just like some silly stuff together as far as like collaboration with other musicians, doing just like really off the wall sounds. But yeah, he's pretty decent, man. It's like it's a fun experience to actually work with someone who cares about the success of the band just as much as we do.
Yeah.
There's quite a few times where I'm taking something and I thought I did all right, and he tells me that I need to redo it. And
he doesn't use that. I was about to say that. He's a very honest man. He'll be like, no, that sucked. Go to redo it.
He's also very accommodating to our needs.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I know I'm going to be sitting down with him to reamp everything with him because of reasons. I use a Rickenbacker bass and it sounds weirder than any other bass.
Well, just to reemphasize what Mike was talking about, Mike and I were in the studio recording some stuff with Tim, and he pulled up one of our other tracks that he was working on mixing and stuff like that. And we're not that different than him, even though he's a lot heavier than us, but yet when our song comes on and he's over giving it the fist pump and listening to it and stuff, you could tell that he enjoys what we were doing too.
He loves music, and I think that's part of it. Is he just he loves music, he loves what he does, and that shows in whether it's his own band's music or somebody else's. He wants it to sound good, and he wants people to enjoy the music.
Right. Awesome. Well, guys, we're about out of time, so I want to again thank Red Remains for coming on the show tonight. Come out to Alley's Alehouse on January 21st. Woo. See them, all ages show, no cover charge, great food, great booze, great craft beer.
Best bartenders in the city.
Absolutely.
And the best bar manager. What can we
yeah.
say?
And thank you to you guys for having us
Oh,
out.
absolutely.
We
Thank you
appreciate it
very
very
much.
much.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Change the sun.